Okay, so here's what you might call an understatement. Every second counts if your house is on fire.
Yeah.
And an early warning could save your life.
Yeah, it's something a lot of people worry about. Consumer reporter Steve Noviello is here with a look at the very latest technology that really can help out.
Good morning to you both. There is also a very family-friendly event you're going to want to mark on your calendar. My guest today, Senior Fire Prevention Officer Anthony Jacobs from Dallas Fire Rescue. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
When we're talking about, something like this, like a structure fire, Tim just said it, every second counts. There are so many opportunities for education here because there are so many different products for folks. I want you to talk to me a little bit about how these different things work. We've got some product from First Alert here this morning. Starting with this. This is their new 10-year Atom. It's a 10-year battery, micro design with a photoelectric sensor. What exactly is that?
Well, photoelectric simply means that basically the detector is seeing the fire.
Okay.
So it picks up quicker the smoldering fires that you don't get the quick alert with. You're going to get it usually with the photoelectric.
So perhaps there's earlier detection here because it sees a smoldering fire?
The entire purpose of a smoke detector is early detection.
Right.
So the quicker we can get that, the quicker that we know something is happening, the better.
All right, let's talk about this. This is a tabletop carbon monoxide detector. Also displays the ambient temperature, but more importantly, can warn against carbon monoxide in the home. Most people don't associate these devices with sitting on a tabletop. I would imagine a smoke alarm should not go on a tabletop, but something like this might.
That is actually a difference between smoke and carbon monoxide. Smoke is going to rise, so usually you'll see smoke detectors on the ceilings where we recommend they go. But carbon monoxide is a lower lying gas, so you'll see them usually around electrical outlets or even on tabletops.
This one right here is a combination explosive gas and carbon monoxide detector here, with also a battery backup. This is neat because it plugs into an outlet, so you don't have to worry about mounting it somewhere. There's a 10-year battery backup here also in case there's some sort of power outage. I would imagine a lot of people would say, you know what, I can probably smell a natural gas leak. I probably don't need a detector, but we see this happen all the time. We see video on the news all the time of these homes exploding.
No, absolutely. So in theory, you're supposed to be able to smell rotten eggs whenever there is a gas leak. Doesn't necessarily always, it's not always the case.
Right.
So we want to give ourselves that extra protection. If it can smell things that we can't, so be it.
All right, and this right here I think is very interesting technology. This is a photoelectric smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. This one has a voice and location feature which will actually tell you where in the structure the problem is happening. When we're talking about seconds count, that could really make a big difference.
Everyone has barriers to evacuation when it comes to fire safety, and it could be they're taking care of elderly parents, or there's a child who may not be able to react as quick. So what happens is the voice will tell you, give you different directions on where things could possibly be in the house, so your plan can go accordingly.
Right, you can really kind of maybe reroute what may have been your intended exit strategy if you know, hey, it's actually the living room that's on fire, I got to go out the back door
It
now
makes
instead.
Absolutely, makes your plan more specific. Whenever Lauren and Tim are talking about fires happening, they lean in and tell you overnight.
Right.
That tells me that these things are happening at 2 o'clock in the morning. You need as much time as you can when these things are happening then.
This product from a different company here, this is the OneMax. Now this is interesting. So this device will actually listen for the high frequency alarm that all of these other devices will give, and then will actually send out a lower frequency sound that they say can actually work better to wake sleeping, particularly teenagers, maybe people that have been drinking overnight. The light on it works as a flashlight, a warning light, and then when you grab it and go, it automatically becomes a flashlight for you to get out of the house. Is there some validity to that kind of technology when we're talking about that lower frequency?
Well, like I said, everyone has those barriers, whether it be hard sleeping teenagers or even those who are maybe hearing impaired. So the light helps not only to guide your way, but when you have your eyes closed, it's that extra information, sensory type of information, and so that works very well.
Perfect. I want to talk real quick about an event, and look at these great little fire trucks. This is what the kids will be getting this weekend. The event is between First Alert and Lowe's. This is them teaming up. It's this weekend. It's called For a Safer Place. There will be a fire truck from DFR, crews on site to talk about fire safety with the kids, who can also build their own little fire trucks in a build and grow clinic. So it's at the Lowe's store on Inwood Road this Saturday from 9 until noon. There is a link on our website, fox4news.com. Senior Fire Prevention Officer Anthony Jacobs, always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks a bunch. Appreciate it.